This is a short video on using the tone generator in Studio One. Now the good thing about the tone generator is that you can simply insert it on a track and switch it on, and you can use it for calibrating either the channel or the whole system as a whole. The tone generator lives up here in the effects tab, so I'm just going to come down here under the PreSonus effects, of course, and I'm going to grab the tone generator here, and I'm just going to insert it straight up here onto this track. Now, one thing to note is the level of the tone generator here is set for 0 dB. That's FS. That is excruciatingly loud, so you wouldn't want to click on this little button here and turn it on, because you'll blow your ears out if you do. I'm just going to double click this here, and I'm going to set -14 as my reference level. -14 is one of my favorite reference levels. I work at various reference levels, but I do quite a lot of work at -14. You can set this for anything you like here, so if you want to set this to -18, you can. So I'm just going to switch there, and we're going to turn it on now. Now, one thing to note is I've created a stereo track here, so in a way I've got a stereo version of the tone generator. As you can see, the level down here is at -14, and that -14 is being sent to our main bus here at -14. I've got a VU meter set up here which has been adjusted. Its calibration level has been set for -14 dBFS equals 0 dB VU. So as you can see, the meter is showing the correct level on the stereo bus as well. Now, one thing that you need to be aware of, I'll just turn this off because it's a bit annoying. One of the things you need to be aware of is you can put the tone generator into mono here for sure, and there's no problem with that. It's still sending out -14, and the signal level going right down through the channel is also at -14. But there is a problem, and I'll show you what it is. Because of the pan law here, you won't get the same level on the stereo bus here. This is being dropped by 3 dB due to the pan laws here. If I was to pan this left or right, you can obviously see that that's the reason. Because this is panned in the center, these meters are 3 dB down, so it's showing -17 on the main stereo bus. So just be aware of that, that's all. It's a bit of a trick. So I'm just going to pop the tone generator back into stereo for the moment. I'll just turn it off. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? Now you might be wondering, if I want to generate an audio file, can I do that? Can I simply pop this track here into record? The answer is no, you can't. And the reason is, even if you turn the tone generator on and attempt to record on this track is only recording the input signal that's coming to it from the interface. In other words, if you look at the input sources here, these are the only options, your inputs from your interface. The only other option is any other tracks which happen to be present, which is this second track here, and that's not going to help you either. The reason for that is the tone generator is actually further down in the signal path of the channel, and it's not feeding into the track at all. But you can still get around this in Studio One by creating a second audio track here. And normally, if you look here, you'll see your input sources, of course, are from your interface. But we've also got this option here, which is this track, tone. So in other words, this track now has been set to record the output of that track, which Studio One tracks can record the outputs of other tracks, which is very good. So I'm simply going to pop this track into record and switch this on here, and we'll go into record now. And as you can see, the lower track is successfully recording here, which is great. I'll just turn that off. We'll stop that. And if we were to, I'll just have to pop that up there, play this back, you'll see that this is not the tone generator now that you're hearing. This is the audio track that I've just recorded. It's in stereo, tone generator's in stereo, levels are all good because it's reaching the stereo bus in stereo, therefore it's showing 0 dBu. Now, of course, we can put this into mono. We can simply pop that track into mono. We can pop this track into mono as well. And the tone generator will still send -14. It's still sending the right level out of here, as you can see. And this track is also getting it at the right level. This VU meter, remember, is down here, so it's not showing us the right level. So we can do a recording now in mono of -14 if you want, and switch the tone generator off. But the same situation will apply here as well. If we play this track back, it's playing back here at -14, but it's not reaching the stereo bus. It's only reaching the stereo bus at -17. So the same rules apply there. Just inserted a mono VU meter here just to show you that the level, this is also calibrated for -14. So it just proves that the signal level going down through this channel here is still at -14. But as you can see, the stereo bus is still at -17. So just be advised that when you're working with mono test generators, signals, either direct from here or audio, you're going to get a 3 dB discrepancy on your output buses. I hope that's all helped.